Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to show you guys is actually from Passion Charger, and it's kind of a sneak peek into their next model. It appears as though they will be creating a Megatherium. Now that is really exciting because Passion Charger hasn't released all that many mammals, although over the last year or two it definitely seems like they are diving into them a little deeper, which I'm a huge fan of because I love prehistoric mammals and it feels like we just never get enough of them. So a Passion Charger version of a Megatherium is definitely something I'd be very excited to see. On top of that, I also wanted to, show you guys these images of the Stegosaurus, kind of some sneak peek images of the Passion Charger Stegosaurus painted up, and it looks really nice. This is officially up for pre-order. You can purchase this right now from Passion Charger, so if you were interested in this, again, get a hold of Passion Charger through the link that I will include in the description to his Facebook account, or you can contact me to contact him if you do not have social media. But the paint job on this looks pretty cool, but as a whole, of course, the Stegosaurus itself looks absolutely striking. And then a thank you goes out to PalaeoFigures on Facebook. I wanted to show you guys what the next model from Haolonggoods is going to be. It is going to be an Apatosaurus, so that's really exciting. Very cool to see a sauropod from them. We have had a Dicraeosaurus in the past, but this is definitely going to be the biggest sauropod, the biggest dinosaur probably that we've had from Haolonggoods so far. Really hyped up for this one. Again, you can see the silhouette and everything, but you also have this image here kind of showing almost like a sneak peek of the paint job, which also looks nice and natural. Very excited to see the full reveal of this, hopefully sometime soon. And then I also wanted to show you guys, as far as Rebor goes, a new model that will be coming from them, one that I'm sure many people are going to be hyped for, a Giganotosaurus, something we have not had from Rebor so far, and it looks really cool. Of course, the sculpt looks fantastic detail-wise, but it's really neat to see them, again, giving us the best of both worlds when it comes to the lipless version and then a lipped version. You can see we have, again, kind of more of like the almost looking slightly Jurassic World Dominion-ish without the large ridges on the back, and then again the more accurate, or at least what we assume is accurate at this point in time, the lipped version of the Giganotosaurus. Both look fantastic. Really excited to get my hands on those. Also, as far as Rebor goes, we have a look at their grab-and-go American Alligator, and there are going to be two different paint variants for it, which is really cool. You have seen two different paint variants in the past for grab-and-go figures, but initially we kind of started out with the Komodo Dragon, which only had one coloration. I guess not really much you could do with a Komodo Dragon, but it is cool to see two different paint variants of the Alligator. Don't know when exactly this will be releasing, but when it does, I definitely want to get my hands on it. And then as far as Titanic Creations goes, if you have been following the articulated Gorgo figure that they will be releasing, we do have our very first look at this figure. You can see again some really nice images of it. It looks super, super cool. I'm beyond excited for this. And I also want to let you guys know that they have a plush Gorgo. This is a very limited release, so if it's something you are interested in getting a hold of, I would recommend grabbing it as soon as you can. But definitely really cool to see Gorgo getting so much love. If you are interested in pre-ordering yourself one of those articulated Gorgo figures, I would definitely do that as soon as possible, as I believe the deadline for the pre-orders is coming very quickly, so you don't want to miss out on that. I also wanted to show you guys, as far as Dino Dream goes, it appears as though they are going to be releasing a baby Stegosaurus model at some point. I don't know for sure if it's going to come in this cage or not, or maybe that would be the packaging. I have no idea, but it looks really cool, the kind of sneak peek that we have of it, just not really a whole lot we can see at this point. Then when it comes to Marco Makes, he has just gone ahead and unveiled something that is super cool on us. We will be getting a Rubbersaurs male Tyrannosaurus Rex at some point. Now, I have not even acquired the female that he released a little ways back yet. I'm still hoping to get my hands on that one at some point soon, but the combination of both the female and male Rubbersaurs Tyrannosaurus is pretty much a dream for me. I would love to get these in my collection, especially the male, because I am a massive fan of the male T-Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park. So really excited for this. Definitely something that I pretty much need in my collection. And then as far as Starace and X Plus goes, we know they're releasing a Jurassic Park T-Rex, but it appears as though we're going to be getting more models in this line of model kits, which to me is extremely exciting. First of all, we'll be getting a Spinosaurus, and you can see it says it's going to have a November 2023 release, which isn't all that far off, so that's really cool. Definitely something I'll be grabbing for sure. But we're also going to be getting an Indominus Rex. Again, these are in 1/35th scale, so that's really cool to see that they'll scale up to each other correctly. Very interesting pose for the Indominus, but as a whole, I am beyond excited to see not only these models, but what else they might have in store for us. I want to let you guys know that a brand new artist named PaleoPart might be producing some really cool 1/65th scale figures, and he's recently shown off this really neat image here. Well, actually, two different images for an Anna to Titan, and this would be potentially their initial figure, kind of showing off two different paint schemes that could be on the figure, as well as, of course, showing off the sculpt itself. And, of course, this is something that if you are interested in, it's always best to follow them on their social media accounts to give them support and let them know that you would be interested in grabbing one of these figures when they do officially release. When more information comes out, of course, I will let you guys know, but in the meantime, make sure you check them out on Instagram, as I will include a link in the description to do just that. I also want to let you guys know that Limelight Miniatures has just gone ahead and launched their initial Kickstarter, and they have some amazing models in this initial Kickstarter, like some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen, a very good variety of different unique items, some of which are 1-to-1 scale models. Again, probably some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen go up into a Kickstarter, and if you are interested, of course, I will include a link in the description to their Kickstarter, as well as their social media accounts. When it comes to stuff like this, it's always a great thing to take part in and help new companies get up off the ground, and I will actually have some reviews up of their products within the next probably few weeks, so make sure you keep checking back for that stuff, and again, grab yourself some of their amazing items in their Kickstarter today. And then when it comes to Nanmu, with their upcoming new line we've been speaking of, they've shown off the initial sculpt for the very first model that will be in that line. It's a Raptor. It's going to be in 1/12th scale. However, they did kind of mention like moving parts in their initial post. I don't see any articulated joints on this, but obviously it is a prototype. It hasn't really been furthered other than the sculpt, so maybe in the next round of images we will see if it's actually going to be an articulated figure or not, but I'm definitely keeping my fingers crossed. I would love to see some articulated dinosaurs from Nanmu. Regardless, this thing looks absolutely incredible no matter what route they take. And then when it comes to the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, and thank you to Collect Jurassic as well as Dino Mike Mac for this information, but it appears as though we will be getting more this time from Takara Tomy. You can see we'll have a really cool 3-pack with the T-Rex, a Velociraptor, and a Dilophosaurus. The Rex has that Red Rex sort of look to it. The Dilophosaurus looks like a totally brand new figure, absolutely gorgeous. The Raptor and the Rex are actually reused sculpts, it looks like, but they all look really cool and definitely a set that I will, without question, be putting into my collection, and I'm really hoping that we're going to see more of this stuff from Takara Tomy, because I am a pretty big fan of their stuff, so I would love to see more 30th anniversary figures coming from them. And then when it comes to Mattel, we have a few different images that have been floating around the internet over the last probably week or so. First of all, we have a look at the basic Herrerasaurus, and I don't feel like this figure is going to be very popular. In general, it's obviously the older sculpt, the tail's super small, it's the uglier version of the Herrerasaurus. They have recently released a brand new, much nicer looking version of a Herrerasaurus, but the basic version is obviously based on the older version, and I really don't think this one's going to be flying off the shelves, but of course I'll be purchasing it and reviewing it here on the channel when it is officially released. On top of that, this image has been sent to me by quite a few people of some upcoming minis. It appears as though we'll have a few different, new species entering the minifigure line, but one of the most exciting for me, it appears as though we'll have a Nothosaurus as well as an Elasmosaurus. Unfortunately, it looks like in this wave of minis, we're only really going to have 4 new figures. I think we have the Borealopelta, the Elasmosaurus, Nothosaurus, and I'm assuming that's the Bistahieversur, and that's really about it. Everything else looks like a repeat, but still cool to see more new species entering the minifigure line. And the final thing I have, and again thank you to Collect Jurassic, are some brand new images of the upcoming Tyrannosaurs from Mattel. We have the female Epic Damage T-Rex here, which does look really nice. Again, I'm a massive fan of this figure. I think it's probably one of the nicer looking T-Rex figures we've had in the main line from Mattel so far. But we also have a look at the male. Again, this has been just kind of like leaking image after image because we haven't even had a full official reveal for it yet. And I do like the sculpt of it. I think the sculpt looks pretty cool. It is nice to see them bulk the neck up a little bit and just kind of switch it up and give us a different appearance for the male this time rather than just giving us a green repaint. But the paint apps on this are just so lazy and so lackluster. Like, the male Rex is definitely deserving of better when it comes to the paint apps. So fingers crossed we'll get one in the Hammond collection, and this one here will be something that I'll probably be picking up, but I'm definitely not all that excited about it at this point, and that's pretty shocking, again, considering how much I love the male Rex, but this is just, again, a very lackluster version as a whole. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.